It's gonna take a lot of love.
And good afternoon to Stephen the Medium's show. I thought maybe I'd change it up. No? It's really through the static, but I guess I'm just elated. I get really excited when I hear that theme song because, you know, it's the last Friday of the month, and Elix, who we will get to in a second, graciously gives me his spot so that I can do through the static, and I can start bringing in dead people for anybody who wants to call. You know, that's what I do. I talk here, listen to dead people, but I have to first of all introduce my co-host, who is
Coach Elix.
Coach
your
Elix.
Your amazing, very handsome, smart husband.
Is that it? That's the only adjectives you got?
For now, but as your introduction, this is Steven's show. That's perfect because it's always all about Steven. So that fits you perfectly.
That is not true. Really, this show is really just all about the dead. That's really what it's about. The dead take over, and they should be in the spotlight, right? That's what it's all about. But I am so glad I am here. You are here. Mark is producing, and we get to do through the static, and I get to do what I love. So, Elix.
Yes, sir.
What's up? What's going on?
Well, the most important thing is, number one, that Labor Day weekend is upon us, and that means that it's the end of the summer crazy here in Cape Cod. So I'm very excited about that. Number two, I'm also most excited that we're heading to Provincetown for the long weekend until Tuesday, and that I cannot wait to be in Provincetown. I am going to go all out. I'm going to let loose, and I'm going to just go all out.
Oh, my God. So you're going to let your hair down and just do it.
Drink and eat my way through the whole weekend. That's what my intention is.
Well, I'll tell you. So, but I am so excited too for everything you just said. When I see the date September 1st, for anybody who knows me, knows that I have a level of something that comes up because I am a fall winter person. So September 1st to the end of the year is my favorite time of year. It's for the entire year. I absolutely love it, and I can't wait for it. And I actually don't like September to go too fast because I like to just enjoy the present in every single day, right? But we've got so many great things. We're going to go see Mateo Lane tomorrow night in Town Hall in P-Town. And Mateo Lane is an incredible comedian that I have wanted to see for a long time. And when I found out he was going to be here, I got tickets. And we have reservations each night for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for dinner, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you booked a show. What did you book?
What is it called? Is it
Rocky
Horror Show? There you go.
That's it. That's the Puerto Rican version. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
There you go. And the truth is, we may end up doing other things, in between, because that's what Provincetown is all about. There's all kinds of shows happening, and, I'm excited about the restaurants that we're going to go and meeting people that we know. I'm just like, I can't wait.
It's very spontaneous. Last time we were there and we stayed 2 nights, I think it was the last night, we were just walking. We went to dinner walking on Commercial Street, and this guy just sort of wrangled us in to see Judy Gold, the comedian who was there. And she's hilarious. And that was so spontaneous. So I wasn't too thrilled about being in the back because not something I like, but it was last minute and we did still have a good time, right?
We had an amazing time, but that's what happens in Provincetown. It really is an amazing time.
Well, you know what? On a side note, what's not happening in the back is in December when we go to the Rockettes, the Christmas show. That's not the back. That's pretty much sitting on the girls' feet. That's how close we are, the front row, which we are every single year. And a kind of funny thing is,
hold on. Let me highlight that again. Every single year. Okay,
Yes, we
every
do.
single year, first same seats, every single year.
You know what I think is really funny is that both of us are schedule wise are very close dates for the dentist. So Elix went first, and we go to the same dentist, and I went second, which was this week. And I finished getting my teeth cleaned. Mary, who's at the front desk, who is just a gem. Everyone's so great there, but the first thing out of her mouth when I came back to to pay and pick another date for another cleaning was, "Oh, you're going to the Rockettes, and you're going front row." And I'm like, "Well, apparently Elix had a lot to say. You were bon chinche, as they say in Spanish, at the dentist's office and
It's
sharing
not.
all
Bochinche means like gossip, and that's not gossip. I'm just sharing
Sharing?
my experience and
Sure.
you know asking people for help.
Ayúdame, ayúdame. But I will say too, on another note, is that Wednesday, 2 days ago, I started my healing by or healing with Samaldi. And I got to tell you, it's the first time I'm teaching this. And I have taught a lot of classes, a lot of courses. This is a brand new one. And I usually like to limit it to 10 people. And it's full. It's 10 people, which I love. And the first class was amazing. It really was amazing because it's something I needed to research. We're starting with the 8 limbs of yoga, and Samaldi's the 8th one, and we went through all the different limbs. It really is just the point of this course is to get you to a place that you can take inventory and see what's internally you're holding on to that is not benefiting you. Those beliefs that are not serving you anymore, some beliefs that never served you that you just inherited, and to remove them, replace them with the positive, and to be able to have a better perspective. Know that you're more than, as the dead people I talk to all the time say to me, we're more than the 5 senses. And when you really get that and believe that, it just, your whole world opens up, and you get to get into your purpose and your passion and all that kind of stuff. But and then the participants are amazing. Of course, 10 women, which is no surprise to anybody. But it's such a great class, and just these participants all connected.
Stephen, let me ask you something. If somebody's listening and they say, "Oh, I would love to do that," is that course full? Can they sign up after? How does that work?
Well, eventually what happens is I will get it on my website so you can actually purchase, but it wouldn't be live. So this is a virtual,
okay.
a virtual 5-week class. So I'm not, to be honest, I'm not sure if you went on my website, if you did want to come into the class knowing you missed the first one. I'm not sure. You may be able to, but usually at this point, I don't really get that because you missed the first class, even though they're recorded. So the classes are 2 hours. They're recorded via Zoom, and the next morning, like Thursday morning, is when people get the recording. And the great thing is they get to keep that forever, and materials get sent several days before the class. It is a phenomenal class. It really is just a great class, and even just going through the class as I'm teaching the participants, there's even things in or right in real time happening that spirit will actually just come forward and just remind me of something that I didn't even think about to connect what I'm teaching to the participants something else. And as a matter of fact, I don't know, maybe it was the second part of the 2 hours, and I was saying something and I paused, and I have all these squares looking at me, and I could not get what I was saying, and I just stopped, and it was someone coming through for one of them, a spirit tapping me on the shoulder. I'm like, you know the rules. So, and then they backed off, and then I continued. But Elix, you gotta tell everyone about the fire alarm here.
I know. See, this is how it works. I know where he's gonna go. We're not even looking at each other, and I knew that you were gonna bring up Pete.
We're in different floors.
We're in different floors. Pete is a fireman in spirit that apparently decided that this is gonna be his home, and he is watching. He's in charge of anything related to fire or alarms in our house. And how we came to find, about Pete, it's that over the last several weeks, the fire alarm, kept going on. And I know from experience, because we have that system that once one goes, the whole house goes.
But
And I
what
know
times were they going off?
in the middle of the night, in the most inopportune times, this freaking alarm would go off. But what I would do is I would get up and look to see where is the red light, because that tells me that that's the alarm that we need to change the battery, whatever. And there was never a red light. So I said to Steven, I don't know, Steven, something's going on. So Steven, of course, says, I don't know. I'm gonna check with spirit because somehow I think this is spirit related. And sure enough, Steven checks in, and somebody squeal on Pete because he didn't come forth on his own. Somebody told on him. But now we know Pete. After you talk to Pete, the alarm has not gone off again, and we're very thankful. But you've caught Pete a few times going for it, and you've told Pete, no, 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 no.
Yeah, Pete, you gotta, I know for some people listening will be like, wait a minute, is this guy, who is he? Is he real? We're talking completely spirit. And when the alarm would go off, and it would go off for like 10 seconds and just stop again. It was just like on for 10 seconds to wake us up at 3 in the morning and then go off and then not go back on again. But when Elix said to me, nothing's red, I don't understand this. And you said, Elix, to me, do you think it's spirit? And I thought, oh, let me check in today when I meditate. So I did, and I'm not kidding you. I meditated, and I'm like looking around the house, and I'm like, all right, is someone in spirit doing this? And everyone, I don't even know who these people are, because that's most of us don't realize that we have our loved ones always with us, but we also have people that they're just wandering. They could be connected to the house you live in, or there's just so many angles, right? I'm like, all right, is someone setting this alarm off? And they just all sort of moved and pointed, and I'm like, okay. And I heard that's Pete the fireman. So I'm like, Pete, well, what's going on? Like, you cannot be doing this at all. Not even at 3 in the morning. You have to stop this. And he's doing the regulations. He's like doing these drills, and I'm like, so that day I told Elix, I talked to Pete, and I was like, do not do that. And lo and behold, it's been how long, Elix? And there's no fire alarm. But once I did check in with him. Once he was under our kitchen cabinet looking at the fire extinguisher, I guess to check to see if it was valid. I don't know. And then there was another time that I saw him, like, like in a one of those manual fire things that you may see in the neighborhood, or so you pull. I saw that. And I know it's not in our house, but I'm like, Pete, no, 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 no. And they listen. That's the greatest thing, is they listen. So, you know what I have to listen to? I think we have to take a break.
That's
If you
right.
want a reading, listen, you got me here. You got your dead people here. So call 508-222-1320. Get on the horn, and I will start bringing you through to your dead people, to your loved ones that want to chat with you. So we will be right back. And welcome back to Through the Static. I am your host, Stephen the Medium, and my co-host is here.
Coach Elix is here.
Coach Elix is here, and this was a great opening show in this conversation, right? Pete the fireman got a lot of focus,
a lot of air. That's
yes,
for sure.
he did,
Yes.
and I'm sure he's very excited about it. So let me see who's on the phone. Hi, this is Stephen. Who's this?
Hey, Stephen, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who is this?
Yeah. Hi, this is John from Northport, Florida.
John, how are you?
I spoke, great. I spoke to you 2 years ago, and you and Elix got me laughing because I just love your opening. But actually, they're more alive than we are, as you know. But people don't know that yet.
Yes.
So, but it was so nice to hear your "Lot of Love" theme song again. I like that. I really love that.
Oh, John, thank you. Listen, I'm so glad you called. Is there a particular person you want to hear from, or you want me to open it up? It's your call, whatever you like.
I think opening up is great, and just,
okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, that's what I'm doing. You know, John, there's a competition right now. There's a mother and father energy at the same time. So, is your dad in spirit?
Yes, my mother too.
So just know that both of them, your father came first, John, and then your mother came in and sort of like knocked him a little out and like a little over, so she could speak, because I just keep hearing her saying, it's very interesting. I heard your mother. It felt like your mother was saying, you're the oldest, but you're the baby. It was weird how she said that. How it was sort of like a dual role. She just said two. So, I don't know what the two is. Do you have two siblings, or is just one sibling?
I have an older brother and sister. My sister has passed. I have an older brother. Even though I was the youngest, I was known even growing up as the Henry Kissinger of our family.
Wow, I love that you. That's what she meant. You're the baby, plus you're the. I don't know, the oldest. So she's talking about two siblings, and you said your sister's in spirit?
Yes.
And your brother is here.
Older brother's he's still here. Yes.
Got it. So it's just a great way for me for you to know that your sister's also stepping forward. Your sister just said, John, the anniversary. There's I feels like an anniversary of death or someone's wedding anniversary. There's something right now, John. Something really close.
Her birthday would have been August 28th.
Oh, so it's her birthday, not the. Oh, well, wow, I got it.
Yeah, that's yeah, you got it. You're right on.
So that was just. Oh my God, this is a couple of days ago. She's
that's right.
very, very, very excited that you got that, and she got to validate that. Your mother keeps saying your grandmother, her mother, is all excited also. Well, you two grandmothers. There's just a lot of people here. And John, who's... I don't know if this is Mary or Michael. There's an M name.
No, Miriam, my dad's sister, Aunt Mem.
So
I keep thinking about her.
Wow. But so that's Aunt Mim for you.
Yes.
But she's in spirit, right?
Yeah, she is.
Wow. I was just going to say I wanted to make sure we were on the same page, because whoever I was talking to was definitely in spirit. So that's not a big surprise, John, that you were thinking of her. What's her that's not her name, is it? Mim?
Yeah, Miriam. But our nickname was Aunt Mim. And what's interesting was that I was starting to think about her, and then I was recently diagnosed with a problem with my pancreas, which I believe that she died from. So I felt she was trying to help and encourage me.
Wow. John, there's no question that's also the reason why, she's coming through and sort of letting you know that she is here. I can't tell who this is, but someone keeps talking about the ring. Ask John about the ring.
Oh my God! I had my first encounter with a medium was back in 1990 about my health, and I was a bit skeptical of all these things spiritually.
Right.
And then he brought through. He said, "Tell him that he has my ring." And my stepfather had recently died before I had the reading with the medium, and my mother gave me his old Masonic ring. So I had his ring, and he brought it through as evidentiary mediumship.
Wow. And he's doing it again, your stepdad.
Wow.
Which is pretty amazing. Who's Bob?
That's his name.
Oh, I love it. He's just yelling his name out. So he's just, John, we're with you all the time, and we love you, and we're helping you. And you know what your stepdad just said. Also, John, just calm it down. Don't stress out about things. Just you're going too forward, or you're going too fast.
Too fast.
You need to stay in the present and enjoy. And the more you do that, the better everything's going to turn out and be in life and sort of all of that. But your mother is crying. Your mother, I just looked at her and she's staring at you and just crying. And John, was somebody in the newspaper or some kind of media? Your mother's making me feel as if, I don't know if there was like some kind of experience that happened that would I keep feeling fire. There was no fireman connected to the family?
No, you're saying there's somebody was in the meeting working as a journalist, or they were in the paper or something, or
either way. But I just keep feeling like your mother's talking about some kind of media exposure. But you know what? Wait a minute. Your mother keeps talking about some kind of, when I asked about a fire, some kind of, it feels like an explosion or something, or a car that hits and gets on fire. There's something going on here. And this is never future stuff, John. It's already happened. So don't ever worry and be concerned it's going to happen. It's already happened. But you don't remember were you connected to boating?
No. So, but like I said, I do know when these things come through that they have to be interpreted. In other words,
they do. They do, John.
So well, let's just kind of see where that goes, because I'm
asking, and it does feel like there's some kind of, and when I say explosion, John, it could be something that's very small. It doesn't mean like it's a huge explosion, but there's something that it just feel, and I can feel fire around me. So it could be, I don't know. It could just be something very, very small that, and your mom just said it's many, many years, and she's talking about the C or K name, like Kevin or Chris or Kathy, or there's a C or K connected to this. It also could be like, your extended family, that somebody had some kind of issue, but ultimately your mom makes me feel like this was, unless it's a reporter that's reporting on issues that's not really necessarily connected to you, John, but it's somebody who, worked for a newspaper or radio show or something like that. So again, just, if it doesn't come, just keep it with you. The great thing is on WARA's website, on my Facebook page, you can go back and listen to it, and I am sure it's going to happen. It will come to you. And your mom and dad just talked about a teacher who taught something.
I used to be a teacher, a fourth grade teacher.
I love that. I love that, how they're giving that such a personal thing. Your mother just said that was me. That was me. And the C or K name, it's connected to you really close. It's a first or middle name, or could be even a last name. But your mother just said he knows. He knows it. He knows the C or K name. So it also could be connected to your brother. It could be a significant other, kid. I'm not sure. And lastly, I know you're John, but there's also, your mother keeps showing me my dad. So there's either a William or a Joseph. One of those two names. Bill, William, or Joseph?
My dad's name was William W. Waite Parker Jr.
Wow. I love it. So, Dad, just making sure you know.
His nickname was Bill. So, I mean, isn't this wonderful?
Yeah. Listen, this is all for you to really understand. Even though, like, I think you get this, John, that physically they're not here, but they're every other way. They're with you. And I just heard your father say how proud he is of you. He's so proud of you, and so proud of all the decisions you've made, and just your father just said, "I'm so proud of who my son is, just as a soul." And by the way, you're an old soul too. You got a lot of connections to like years and years ago. By the way, it's a good thing.
Connections to spirit.
Well, you know what it is, John? Whether you believe in past lives or not, when I get old soul, it just really means that like there was a connection somehow, some way to you here living, but connected a long time ago. And I think that's probably why through your life you've probably have had a lot of curiosities about things. That's generally what old souls do, is that they pick up because those curiosities are really coming from others that are somehow connected to you, with your soul. And I love that. So, and when I asked you about the boating, someone was Navy, or is there something with water or boats?
My Uncle Bob had a boat, but we never had any explosion on it, but we used to go fishing as a family.
It's separate from the explosion, but just, Uncle Bob just giving that as a wonderful validation. Listen, I could go on with you forever, John. I can't, because I got to take a break, but thank you for calling, and I'm sending you so much white light.
Oh, bless both of you, and take care.
Thank you.
Oh, you too, John. Listen, a lot of love to you, and we will be right back. And welcome back to Through the Static. I'm your host, Stephen the Medium, and with me, my co-host,
the sidekick, Coach Elix is in the house.
Oh my God! You said psychic? Are you tell me my fortune?
The side kick.
I got so excited. You know, the medium never gets read, so I was so excited. You could have at least thrown in. I see you're going to have a really good weekend. You know, or something like that. All right.
I see me carrying your luggage up to our upcoming hotel.
Thank you. Let me go to the next caller. Hi, this is Stephen. Who's this?
Hello?
Hello. I love that. Hello. Who is this?
This is Dorothy.
Hi, Dorothy.
And how are you and Alex?
We are excellent,
awesome.
Dorothy. And I'm glad I get to do this and get to do a reading. So is there anyone in particular, Dorothy, or is there, oh my God, you have siblings in spirit. You have to.
Yes, I do.
Oh, I was about to ask you who you want, and I just heard either, I don't know if it was brother or sisters are here, but is there anyone in particular you wanted to hear from, Dorothy, or should I just open it up? It's up to you.
Open it up, please.
Okay, I love it. So it's you know what's ironic is that your siblings all, because there's more than one, it feels like, and it also feels like I was going to start with them, but your mother. Mom is here. Dad is here. Your Dorothy, is someone having an issue with a leg or their legs?
Not that I know of.
There's and again, let me preface this with what I said to John. This is not something that means it's coming. It's already here. So it's something that is already happening. Oh, wait a minute, Dorothy. That's what this is. Who lost something, like a toe or a fingertip? Something's cut off. That's what I just heard. There's somebody crossed a long time ago, but someone is missing a little part of their body. Nothing
I've had a friend that has passed that lost both legs.
Oh, Dorothy, that would be the friend coming through then. That's why I started with someone having problems walking. And you said that friend's in spirit.
Yes.
Wow. Who's Helen?
Helen is my sister.
Wow. Wait a minute. Is Helen's in spirit?
Correct.
Yeah, she's not waiting for anybody else, Dorothy. She's going to come to say hi, and she just sort of pushed through and just yelled out her name, Helen. So that's why I asked you. So is you have a significant other?
Not at this time, no.
But wait a minute. So, you're a single gal, Dorothy. Did you have a significant other? Like, and the reason why I'm asking, Dorothy, is because it feels like there's a mother, but it's not your mother. So do you know like a mother-in-law in spirit?
Yes, I do.
She just said Dorothy would not think I would be coming forward, but I'm here. And she just wants to make sure you know that she's around. She's with you. And the friend that lost their legs, was this a guy?
Yes.
I thought so. He's just showing me him like Dorothy in a wheelchair, clearly if he lost his legs, but he's showing me the wheelchair in your place, in your house or apartment. You got to know that he's just, and he keeps talking about the G or J name. John, George, Jim. Do you know who that is?
You mean the one that is passed?
Or it could be someone just come. I can't keep up with you and your loved ones, Dorothy. There's so many people coming in, so I think it's connected to him, but it could be somebody else. But someone just yelled out, John or George, something like that.
I have a son, George.
George is here, though.
Yes.
Got it. I mean, listen, everyone just wants to, because this is a time restriction. Everyone just wants to get in and give validations to make. Wait a minute, but you have 2 kids?
I have 3.
So okay, so the one we're talking about +2. I wasn't sure if they meant George +1 or +2. So got it. But are those kids? All your kids are here?
Yes.
There's a young one in spirit. Did one of your siblings die like relatively younger, Dorothy?
I had a child that died young.
Oh, that's what this is. Wow. I thought it was really, really closely connected to you, but just know that child wants to be validating and make sure you know that they're here all the time and always. And everybody that's come through, including your friend, he's very funny, by the way, Dorothy. He just said, you can call me Stumpy. He's hilarious. And he's very happy now because he said, tell Dorothy I can dance. I can dance till the sunrise in the morning. So he's all better now, and he just wants to make sure you know that he's around you. So listen, I wish I could keep going. I gotta go. I gotta leave you here. So Dorothy, thank you very much for calling.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, lots of love to you, Dorothy. Bye-bye.
Bye, Dorothy.
Is she like the sweetest soul?
She is.
She is. I love her voice. Let me go to the next caller. Hi, this is Steven. Who's this? Hello?
Hi, this is Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
Is there any particular person? You're reserved by your energy. When you just said, hi, this is Lisa, you're very, very cautious. I heard someone in spirit just say, honey, you're too cautious, but you're doing good. I don't know what that means, but is there anybody in particular that you want to hear from, Lisa, or just open it up?
Just open it up is fine.
Okay. You're a complicated gal. There's somebody here, Lisa, that is very emotional, like really, really emotional. I don't know. It's a dad energy, but I don't know if it's dad, grandfather, stepdad. Is your father in spirit or here?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Which one?
In spirit.
I love you, Lisa. You're very concise. Yes. So he's in spirit. I think it's also because of, it's the radio and it's a time constriction. But he steps forward, then backs up and steps forward. But what's really wild about your dad is that he is here, he steps back, but everybody else in spirit that love you are pushing him forward so that he can speak, and said she needs, I want to make sure she has time to heal. And I don't know what that means. Has he been gone for a while?
A few years.
But were you close to him?
Yeah.
I don't know what your father's talking about. Then your father keeps talking. There's a really strong mother energy, by the way, too. I don't know if your mom is here or if this is a grandmother. I'm going to get to that in a second. But the dad energy, and what's Florida?
He used to live there.
Oh, well, that's the reason why that he's bringing up Florida. But he keeps saying, I don't know how to translate this. I'm going to try it the best way I can. He keeps looking and saying, there were almost like, I wish I was there to say more. And I don't know if he's talking about based on his relationship or his perspective towards his daughter, Lisa, or something you went through to help you. It just feels like he's talking about something you went through that you were alone. And I mean alone in reference to him not being here. So I don't know how that falls for you. You're the best one to interpret it, but just make sure you keep that with you. In 5, he just said 5. Is something in May? Are there 5 kids, 5 grandkids?
I don't know. I'll have to think about that.
Yeah, make sure. Well, he said you do know. So if it's not like a number of kids, then it is either the 5th of a month. Oh, it's definitely 5. He just drew 5. pick a month, a birthday, an anniversary on the 5th of a month, or in May. So there's something very, very big. And by the way, Lisa, he also just said happy birthday or happy anniversary. There's something really close. Like really close. When is it?
Monday.
Well, that can't get any closer, Lisa. So I love how your dad's giving that. Is your mom here or in spirit?
Yes, here.
I have to interpret you. Yeah. So she's here. I got it. This and your father is also giving me the James, John, Jim, George name, GJ name. Nothing that comes to mind.
Not right now.
Either living or crossed. It could be like a first, middle, or last name, but there's a G or a J that's very, very close to you. I don't know what this is. Just make sure you also just keep it with you. And Lisa, is someone thinking about moving or selling a house?
No, not that I can think of. Not me.
It doesn't have to be you, but there's something around you. There was nobody like in real estate, like a realtor or anything like that's connected to you?
No.
Your father keeps bringing up the real estate and keeps making me feel like I'm seeing an escrow check. So there's something, it could be banking. It could be with somebody in banking.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is that a yes, a no, or
Yeah,
I don't know?
that makes sense. Yep. No, that makes sense. Mm-hmm.
Whatever. I just said, she's not getting it. Give me more. And then they sort of, your dad just put like bank 5, like just a bank, just to let me know who it is or what it is. So I don't know what that connection is, but you get it.
Okay.
But you understand it.
Yes.
Okay. Wow, you're a tough nut to crack there, Lisa. But I love how everybody is just letting you know. Oh, and Anne, who's Anne? The A name.
My mother-in-law, maybe.
Is her first name Anne?
Yeah.
Is she here or in spirit?
Yes, here.
She's here. I got it. But someone's middle name is Anne. Everyone's telling me. So if your middle name's not Anne or Anthony or this, huh?
It's not in, but I think I know what it is.
Well, as
Possibly.
long as if you get it, it feels like the A is in the middle of something. So which really makes me feel like it's a middle name. Again, just make sure you keep that with you. However, the banking piece falls into this. There's a reason why they're bringing it up too, Lisa. And I just also heard I'm also standing by somebody is talking about a house being sold or purchased. It's one of those two things, and it's really close to you. And there's also Michael. Who's Michael?
Family member.
Got it. So maybe it's connected to him. I'm not really sure, but I hate to do this. I got to take a break because we're running out of time. So Lisa, thank you so much for calling, and lots of love to you. Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, and we'll be right back.
It's gonna take a lot of love.
And welcome to Through the Static. I am your host, Stephen the Medium. With me is my co-host.
With you, your co-host, of course, me.
Between Lisa and you, listen. This is like a comedy show. Yep. Seriously. So are you good?
Yes, yes, sir. Present.
But listen, I wanted to make sure that I didn't say this at the beginning because we gave so much airtime to Pete, the fireman, that I have a couple of events coming up. So September 24th, an event in my office, but that I just realized is sold out. But October 5th, I have an event in Rainham, Mass, at the American Legion. It starts at 5:30, and I'm telling you, that's an event you should be, because there's food plus a mediumship entertainment, right? You got Elix, you get to eat, and I think I think there's salad and
chicken wings, French fries. Hello.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Who says no to any of that?
No, I think that starts at 5:30, and I come on at 7 to give people enough time to eat and stuff. But events like that are really cool because you get to come, go with your family or friends and eat and chow down, and then be entertained by me with dead people coming forward. So anywhere in that vicinity or in Massachusetts, come on October 5th. It's a Saturday. And then October 27th, I am back at Dunn & Sons in Yarmouth, which is that such a great venue, Elix?
Son and Don's is for me.
Dunn & Sons.
Dunn & Sons for me, it's like I'm a kid in a candy shop. It is one of the most high-end, absolutely fabulous wine shops. And so when you walk in there, oh my goodness, I almost feel like I need one of everything every time I walk in there. So if you like wine, that's a wonderful place to come get a reading, check with Steven, and get some wine
and
with a discount.
That's a great thing. And I am also doing book signings in Connecticut on October 12th, in Glastonbury and Enfield, and then another book signing back in Wareham. It's going to be my third time, but that's cool, Elix. In November 2nd, the Day of the Dead, and say it in Spanish.
El Día de los Muertos.
I love that. So that's going to be really a cool thing. So all of them are set up the same way. I do a book signing for an hour, and then we go into this particular area, and I do readings for people that have showed up. So how great is that? So you know what? I don't have much time, but let me just go to the phone. Hi, this is Stephen. Who's this?
Hi, Stephen. This is Carrie.
Hi. Carrie, how are you, Carrie?
It's Karen. We've
Karen.
spoken before.
Oh, so Karen, I'm sorry.
Hi to you and Elix. Hugs to both of you.
Well, hugs right back to you, Karen. So it's a good thing. Karen, who, is your dad in spirit?
Yes, he is.
It's I didn't even get to say to you, is there anyone in particular you want to hear from? Your father, just like it's me. And he oh God, he's saying a lot of stuff. I'm pausing, Karen, because there's also a really strong, I don't know if this is mom, it's a mother energy that's stepping forward. So is mom, your mother here or in spirit?
In spirit.
So both of them are. Do you also have a mother-in-law in spirit?
It would be I'm assuming it would be because she's come through for you before. It was my dad's wife. They were married 18. So my ex-stepmom, per se.
Got it. Listen, apparently she did not want to be hidden and wanted to make sure you knew that she was here also. Someone keeps talking about looking for something, Karen. It feels like I'm not sure if this is when somebody passed away and you may have had to look for documents or jewelry, or was there something you remember that was lost or couldn't be found or then was found?
Anne, which was, my dad was married to her 18 years. She just transitioned December 3rd of last year.
Oh my God! Wow.
So I did have to like pack up everything, the entire, because she had Alzheimer's, dementia, and put her in a facility. So I had to pack the home. I had to do everything and finding stuff and getting rid of stuff and everything.
Wow.
Pardon me?
No, I was just going to say, I love that Anne is wanting to thank you for that, Karen. That's why she brought it up.
I did a lot for her. And it wasn't that she always treated me as I deserved. I mean, it was pretty tough. It was tough. Let me say that.
Well, let me say something that the fact that what you just said, and yet from what I can tell from what Anne is raving about you, the fact that you put all of that aside with like this incredible heart you have of forgiveness and still did what you didn't absolutely have to do. That's why she sort of, your father came first, your mother came first, but she came barreling through. And that really all, Karen, is about her, taking accountability and just wanting to thank you for everything. And I'll tell you, I don't know how this is received, but at least you know that you've got an incredible guardian angel in her, doing whatever she feels like she didn't do here, and now she's doing it in spirit. And she just said, I hope you kept it. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means. I don't know if there was something that you I don't know, were able to you still have of hers, or she just keeps saying,
I have her rings that my dad gave her when they got married.
Wow. And she's so happy that you have them, Karen. It's pretty, and Paul? Who's the P? Paul, Peter, Patricia? There's a P connected to you, living or crossed. I don't know if it's first name, middle name, last name, but there's something. It sounds like Paul. There's nobody you know.
Not right off with a P.
Just keep it with you, because there's something there and it feels like Anne is the one that's bringing it up. But I love that your mom and dad are saying, of course they want to chat, but they really needed you to hear from Anne. And there's a Bob also, Bob or Barbara. I keep hearing that someone's giving a validation for. I think the Paul is connected to Anne, the P name. Maybe that's a maiden name. I don't know what this is, but she keeps drawing P. So again, just keep it with you, and also the Bob or Barbara too. I don't know, Karen, if that's someone living or crossed, but what I do know is I've got to let you go because the show is ending, and I don't want to get disconnected with you. So thank you, Karen, for calling.
Thank you,
and lots of love to you. Okay.
Thank you to you and Elix as well. Have a wonderful weekend, and I appreciate everything that you do. You're wonderful.
Karen, thank you. And you have a great weekend, too. So that wraps up Through the Static for the month of August. So, Elix, tell everyone where they can find you, what's going on with you.
Well, they can find me every Friday here, except for the last Friday of every month at WARA 1320, right here at 1 p.m. for Get a Grip with Coach Elix, with my amazing co-host, Stephen the Medium. Or they can also follow me anywhere on social media at Coach Elix.
I love that. And also they can find your shows anywhere you can find podcasts, right?
Yeah. My show is recorded and turned into a podcast that is available anywhere you get your podcasts. And there's over 100 episodes that you can binge on if you want to get a dose of inspiration.
Are you serious? You could just get your PJs on, a thing of popcorn, sit on the couch, and just keep listening. You could be all cozy and just, like you said, you could fill your tummy with popcorn and fill your brain with inspiration. How's that? I should do commercials.
You could. Let's think about that.
Well, listen, let me just say, too, that for anyone who is listening or will listen to the show, that not Karen, but the one, Lisa, I think Lisa was before Karen, when I was asking her about the Ann. That's not a surprise that the next call, Karen, the person that was coming through, her stepmom, was Ann, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't mean that it wasn't a validation for Lisa, because Lisa did say she thinks she understands it. But it's just kind of interesting how Spirit is that savvy to be able to sort of do double validations, triple validations. It's pretty wild how they work. And, I do readings for a living, and I'm in the spirit world always. And every day I get surprised, and I learn something somehow, some way. So if you're looking to find me, you can just find me, Stephen the Medium. My website's Stephen the Medium, and Stephen the Medium on social media. You can take a look at what I offer on my website for readings and stuff, and anything else. And also my book that I wrote that came out in December of last year called The Suicide Gift. So, and come see me at the Barnes & Nobles. By the way, I don't know if I said that with all those book signings. They're all Barnes & Nobles. So thank you, Elix. Thank you, Stephen the Medium. Everyone. And thank you, Mark Clark, for producing the show, and everyone else that works at WARA. We love you guys. And we will see you for Elix's show next week. And happy Labor Day and happy long weekend to everybody. I send out, as I always do, a lot of love. So bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.